Hey, what's going on out there? It's the Zonk Man coming back at you with another video. What are we doing here? This is a contest entry. We're going to be showing some records for JT at the JT's Music Room. Is that the right name for his channel? Sorry if I'm messing that up. JT's Music Room. Yes, that is the channel name. He has reached 3,000 subscribers. Awesome. awesome. The Zonk Man applauds you. Great channel that I watch regular basis. He does a lot of thrifting. Always bounces around. He's in the Reno, Nevada area. Every now and then he'll shoot over to California, like a Sacramento or a San Francisco, for some digs. He's also going overseas. He's shown some trips to Japan and Thailand, I think. Thailand, yeah, that's it. So, we're going to do a contest entry. So what does JT want us to do? Let's talk about, if you can't hear what's playing, I did turn it down quite a bit. We Hunt Buffalo. Living Ghosts. So more Buffalo or King in the title. It's probably going to hit the stoner benchmark, and the Zonk Man's probably going to pick it up somewhere along the way, maybe. Anyway, that's another record to talk about down the road. But the video, it's called Back to the River, and they're like fishing and shotgunning beers, and there's some other stuff going on. But so if you got to check that out, go check out Back at the River by We Hunt Buffalo. That's a video on YouTube. All right, so let's get to this contest entry. What does JT want us to do? JT wants us to show 3 records that involve food, recommend an album, and recommend one channel. So that's what we're going to do after I talk about me a little bit longer. Man, I've been out of work. It's not really that big a deal. It's just a stupid little like knee injury / getting old type thing. Plan on being back at work next week, but so I'm going to make some videos. I've thought I've needed to make videos all week, and then just not got around to it until now. So let's just put it together. JT wants us to talk about the 3 records with the food related, and of course it can be anything. Food in the title, food in the band name, food in the song, food in the lyrics, whatever. He just wants to talk about food, talk about the record for a second. So these are all, boom, and most people are probably familiar with some Moby Grape. This is Grape Jam. This is actually a recent pickup for me. This is 1968 blues rock. Man, it's good stuff. I've just recently kind of got into Moby Grape. Let's show show the record. Some Columbia 2i stereo action going on there. This record is well loved. It's about to fall out of every side. Still plays great. Like I said, it's new to me. It's kind of a recent find. Not that long ago. So Grape Jam, that is the first food. And all of these, I didn't talk about that. All of these are going to be like, we'll say condiments or toppings specifically. It's just 3, so it's kind of easy to find. The next one, the big heavy hitter for the Zonk Man, Earth. Well, you're like, whoa, what Earth? You going to eat dirt? What is the food relation on this particular album? And it is From Strength, Sweetness, From Darkness, Light, the bees made honey in the lion's skull. And that is the name of the album. Bees Made Honey in the Lion's Skull. This is a 2008 album. This is like a 2018 reissue. The most I've ever spent on a record. to date. So the Zonkman's kind of cheap, so I don't spend a whole lot. But other than that, this is just, it's psychedelic. There was all kinds of names in the discography. Psychedelic rock, post-rock, experimental, avant-garde. And this has, you know, some of their stuff, maybe not this album in particular, has a little bit of like, it's a little folky, you know, it's a little bit more Americana, and then with that kind of groove and earthy feel to it. So definitely a killer Honey. So Honey is my second topping. And here we go, last but not least, the Jive Turkey's Bread and Butter. So we got a little butter action going on here. If you're not familiar with this, you might recognize this hype sticker here. The Coal Mine record label, which is a lot of good new neo soul, R&B and jazzy type feel music. But this particular record is a 2010 record. And if you're wondering where like Coal Mine got its name, Terry Cole is actually on this record. Well, let's get it in there. Where's the name of the band? Oh yeah, that's over here. He played bass. So Terry, I need to get my head out of there to make sure that it focuses for you. But this was a 2022 reissue. Of course, on Coal Mine, they reissued it. So this is something that was real early on in the Coal Mine records that Terry Cole actually played on. He also did like design the cover or the artwork or whatever too. So it's showing you like some kind of sandwich there. And it's the Jive Turkeys. The colored vinyl is turkey gravy. So let's show that too. So this is just good funk and soul 2010 on the basically the owner of the Coal Mine label. So that is the 3 records that are food related: jam, honey, and butter. So like I said, it was all like toppings or condiments or whatever you want to refer to those as. I don't know why. I just looked through the stuff till I wasn't really looking for a theme. Those just kind of fell in the lap because they were some of the recent ones. But anyway, the next one is to recommend a record. You know what I'm going to recommend all day long. King Buffalo. This is Longing to Be the Mountain. Self-release. These cats are from Rochester, New York. Everybody knows that watches my channel. I talk about them all the time. Almost every video. This is a 2018 record. This was my stepping on point. So this is probably my first love. Even though the most recent album, Regenerator, is great. I love all their stuff. But this has, of course, Eye of the Storm, Morning Song. Longing to Be the Mountain is a great song. Cosmonaut. So it's spacey, psychedelic, stoner. All the great stuff that you want when you sit down and listen to music to chill and vibe and groove. So I love King Buffalo. I can't talk about them enough. And I probably talk about them so much people are tired. It's like, oh man, if we click on the Zonkman's channel, he's going to find some way to work King Buffalo in. All right, let's wind this thing up. We're going to give a shout out. My shout out is to the Spirit of Vinyl is the channel name, and that's Craig over there. So go over there, give Craig a sub. The Spirit of Vinyl you might already be familiar with. I need to jump on his thread as of recent, maybe a couple weeks old or something like that. I forget how many days he put that up, but maybe I'm gonna make a video on that too this weekend, since the Zonkman's kind of down and out. So we'll, get to feeling better with some music and showing some records to some cats in the vinyl community. Thank you, everybody out there listening, watching, just tuning in. I'm not going to be at Grown Man Record Night tonight. So I'm just going to be like in the chat, tuned in that way. All right, this is a 10-minute video. Let's shut her down. Peace.